What is happening, sports fans, and welcome back to the Roger Report. We're kicking things off with a massive bombshell. Tom Brady is heading to Saudi Arabia for the Fanatics Flag Football Classic. That's right, the legend himself is returning to the field, joining a star-studded lineup for a tournament in Riyadh. This move is already sparking massive debate, and we're diving deep into all the details. But the Brady buzz doesn't stop there. We've got exclusive footage of Tom Brady inside the Las Vegas Raiders coaching box, headset on, seemingly calling the shots during a game. This has everyone asking, what exactly is going on here? We're breaking down the optics and the implications of this jaw-dropping moment. Then, we're connecting the dots between Brady's Saudi Arabian announcement and his controversial presence in the Raiders coaching booth. Is this a conflict of interest? We're exploring how Tom Brady's roles as a team owner and a prominent sports commentator are raising serious questions about the integrity of the NFL itself. And finally, we're bringing in the big guns with Marcus Spears' powerful critique of Tom Brady's dual roles. Spears doesn't hold back, calling the situation abhorrent and questioning the very foundations of the league. You need to hear this take. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on so you don't miss a second. Tom Brady's Saudi sojourn, a new chapter in sportswashing. Get ready, because Tom Brady is adding another high-profile gig to his already legendary resume, sportswashing for Saudi Arabia. Yes, you heard that right. Fresh off his ownership stake in the Las Vegas Raiders and his gig as a Fox Sports commentator, Brady is set to return to the football field for the Fanatics Flag Football Classic. This isn't just any exhibition game. It's a three-team tournament slated for March 2026 in Saudi Arabia, and it's already raising eyebrows. Brady, who recently attended a Raiders game as a minority owner, made the announcement alongside Turki Al-Sheikh, the chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority. Al-Sheikh's mission is to promote Saudi Arabia's entertainment sector, with a clear emphasis on sports. This partnership places Brady in the company of other major sports entities like WWE, golf, tennis, and boxing, all aligning with Saudi Arabia's efforts to associate itself with premier sporting events. The tournament itself will feature three teams coached by NFL veterans Pete Carroll, Sean Payton, and Kyle Shanahan, with Brady joining a roster that includes Saquon Barkley, Rob Gronkowski, C.D. Lamb, Christian McCaffrey, and many other NFL stars. Brady's own words suggest a passion for the sport, stating he's always admired the power of flag football, and that it felt like the perfect time to compete again. However, given the significant financial backing likely involved, many speculate that this is more than just a love for the game. The timing is also significant, with flag football set to join the Olympics in 2028, making it an attractive avenue for future investments, and potentially paving the way for even larger events like NFL games or even a Super Bowl to be hosted in Saudi Arabia. This move has ignited discussions online, with fans and critics alike weighing in on the implications of Brady's involvement. While some applaud his return to the field, others question the optics of a prominent athlete endorsing a nation facing human rights scrutiny. The broader implications for the future of sports funding and international sporting events are also a major point of conversation. But is this the only controversy surrounding the GOAT right now? Up next, we're going inside the Raiders coaching box to see what Tom Brady was really doing there. Brady in the booth, unpacking the Raiders coaching box controversy. Tom Brady, the NFL icon, has landed himself in the hot seat once again, this time for his actions during a Las Vegas Raiders game. Cameras caught Brady inside the Raiders coaching box, sporting a headset and appearing to be actively involved in game strategy. This visual alone sent shockwaves through the sports world, sparking intense debate about conflicts of interest and fair play. Reports indicate that Brady, a minority owner of the Raiders, has been in frequent contact with offensive coordinator Chip Kelly, even discussing game plans multiple times a week. His role as a Fox Sports commentator adds another layer to this controversy. Critics argue that Brady gains an unfair advantage by scouting opponents during his broadcasting duties, information he could potentially relay to the Raiders. This dual role creates a direct conflict. his obligation to provide thorough game analysis for Fox versus his vested interest in the Raiders' success. The situation has drawn comparisons to past NFL controversies, reigniting discussions about unfair advantages and the integrity of the game. Fans are divided, with some defending Brady's actions as a unique privilege afforded to a figure of his stature, while others decry it as a blatant disregard for league rules and ethical standards. The prevailing sentiment is that the rules designed for other owners simply don't seem to apply to Tom Brady. And speaking of conflicts of interest, how does this tie into his other major announcement? We're breaking down the full story of Brady's involvement with the Raiders and how it's fueling the fire. The Brady paradox: ownership, broadcasting, and NFL integrity under fire. Tom Brady is at the center of a brewing storm, not just for his legendary playing career, but for his current roles as a Las Vegas Raiders co-owner and a Fox Sports commentator. The NFL's decision to relax restrictions on Brady's media duties, allowing him more access to teams for his broadcasting job, has backfired spectacularly, creating a massive conflict of interest that's overshadowing other league controversies. Evidence has emerged of Brady meeting with Raiders offensive coordinator Chip Kelly multiple times a week to review game plans. Compounding this, his role as a Fox Sports commentator means he's privy to inside information from players and coaches across the league during game broadcasts. This access gives him an unprecedented informational edge over other NFL owners and teams. The timing is particularly jarring, as Brady is scheduled to call a Cowboys-Bears game in Week 3, with the Raiders set to play the Bears just a week later in Week 4, a scenario ripe for potential intel leaks. The sports world is abuzz, with many questioning the integrity of the league. This situation is being highlighted as a more significant issue than the controversial tush-push play. Fans and analysts are pointing out the hypocrisy within the NFL, allowing a figure often associated with controversy to operate in such a dual capacity. The core concern is whether teams will start withholding information from Brady during production meetings, knowing he is a part owner of a rival team. This controversy is so significant, even the analysts are weighing in. Next, we hear directly from Marcus Spears on why he believes this situation is abhorrent for the NFL. Marcus Spears slams Brady's dual roles, questions the integrity of the NFL. Renowned analyst Marcus Spears has delivered a scathing assessment of Tom Brady's simultaneous roles as a Las Vegas Raiders co-owner and a Fox Sports NFL commentator, declaring the situation abhorrent and a direct threat to the integrity of the league. The controversy erupted following reports of Brady's deep involvement in Raiders operations, including headset use in the coaching box and frequent game plan discussions with offensive coordinator Chip Kelly. Spears argues that while Brady's ownership stake might justify his presence at games, his position as a broadcast commentator creates an irreconcilable conflict. He emphasizes that Brady's access to sensitive information during production meetings with opposing teams, details about offensive strategies, player matchups, and potential weaknesses, poses a significant risk. Spears points out that other team owners, like Carly Gordon, may stand on the sideline, but they are not calling games and thereby gaining inside intel on future opponents. Spears' strong stance reflects a growing concern within the NFL community about the unprecedented access Brady enjoys. He questions whether teams will continue to share candid information during pre-production meetings, knowing that Brady, as a Raiders owner, could potentially leverage that intel. This situation has led to widespread debate about the NFL's oversight and its willingness to bend rules for its most prominent figures, with Spears concluding that the league's leniency in this matter fundamentally undermines its credibility. So, with all this controversy, what's the takeaway for the league? We're wrapping up with a lightning round recap of all today's biggest stories. And that's a wrap on today's explosive news. Tom Brady is heading to Saudi Arabia for a flag football showdown. He was caught in the Raiders' coaching box causing a stir, and his dual roles with the Raiders and Fox Sports are under intense scrutiny, with Marcus Spears calling it abhorrent. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your breaking sports news, Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels. We'll see you next time.